Welcome back to Six Ass Society, stuff you won't remember next week, where Florida never lets us down. Divorcing yourself is a thing, and your best friend might just sleep with your celebrity crush. So buckle up. We've got a wild ride for you today. Let's go.
Oh, Lord, I'm so bored. Oh, Lord, I'm so bored.
All right, let's kick things off with one of the most Florida stories you'll ever hear. So picture this, Lily Rinker. That's Lily Rinker right there. Chilling at the Best Western with her buddy Carlos, right? I must preface the story by saying it is about a year old, last November, but I found it today and I had to talk about it. Anyway, she's got about $30 worth of weed, right? And after Carlos bounces, she realizes half a gram is missing. Half a gram? So what's the most logical thing to do when you suspect weed theft? You call the cops, of course. And boy, did that decision take a sharp turn. So the police show up expecting a serious theft report. And what do they get? A lady upset that her friend swiped a little nuggy nug. But that's not even the best part. When the cops asked her for her ID, turns out she's got not one, but two outstanding warrants. I mean, Lily, if you're on the run, maybe keep quiet about your petty weed drama. All right? Her warrants, one for skipping court over a criminal mischief case, and the other for not showing up to a probation hearing for a DUI earlier in the year. So yeah, she's now cooling off in the Martin County jail. No bond, no weed, and definitely no Carlos. All right, let's switch gears from Florida's finest to a little drama on the friendship front. We've all heard of the hall pass, right? You know, that one celebrity crush you'd hypothetically get a free pass to hook up with, no questions asked. Well, for a woman we will call Sarah, it's a musician she's been obsessed with for years. Let's call him Jake. Now, Sarah's married with kids, so it's all innocent fun. I mean, it's not like she's planning to actually meet Jake. But then, bam, her good friend, who we'll call Lisa, randomly meets him at a charity event. Yeah, randomly. She set this up. And guess what? One thing led to another, and Lisa gets her on. Now, Lisa thought it was a hilarious story to share with Sarah. You know, like, hey, I slept with your celebrity crush. Isn't that wild? But Sarah's response was less than thrilled. She wasn't angry, but she hit her with the classic, wow, I can't believe you actually did that. And has been distant ever since, right? So this is a great Reddit story. Oh yeah, we didn't even do the Reddit swoop in. Welcome back, Reddit thing. Anyway, Lisa, now questioning everything, wonders if she broke some kind of girl code. Like, is there a line when it comes to hooking up with your friend's celebrity hall pass? Well, Lisa, you kind of did. Leave a comment and tell us what you think about this if you're watching us on a video platform that allows that. If you're listening, thank you so much. Anyway, I digress. I mean, maybe it's just a crush, but Jake was Sarah's dream, and you turned her fantasy into your reality. Yikes. All right. Oh, and before you ask, no, apparently it wasn't Dave Grohl. Lisa made that very clear on the Reddit thread. Am I the a-hole? Apparently, Jake's not exactly playing stadiums, but still, he's Sarah's crush. So let's just say sometimes it's best to keep those wild stories to yourself. And Lisa, you might want to check on that friendship like ASAP. Right. All right. Finally on Six Ass Society, the show where the news is stranger than that dream you had after eating too much pizza last night. We've got a real heartbreaker for you. Or shall I say, self-heartbreaker. Yeah. Okay. So we're talking about an influencer, model, and Mariah Carey impersonator, SueEllen Carey. They even have the same last name. I bet you she had it changed. Anyway, she made the headlines last year when she decided to say, I do, to herself. Yeah. She married herself, and guess what? It didn't work out. Who would have thought that would have happened to somebody that said, anyway, there's no commentary on this podcast anymore. I guess self-love isn't as easy as it may sound. SueEllen recently filed for divorce from herself. I mean, think about it. How bad does it have to get for you to decide you can't even stand your own company anymore? She said, and I quote, "Even commitment to oneself can have its challenges, such as dealing with the expectations of being perfect for yourself all the time." Wait, what? Anyway, SueEllen, I guess when you have to choose between being the bride and the bridezilla, it gets complicated. All right. So she went to couples therapy with herself. Like, what does that even look like? You walk in, sit on both sides of the couch and argue with yourself. Therapist is just sitting there like, who do I bill for this session? I mean, after 10 therapy sessions, 10, she realized it was time to call it quits. Apparently, sometimes she felt lonely in the relationship. Wait, lonely? You're married to yourself. How do you not answer your own texts? Anyway, but here's where it gets wild, right? It gets wild. SueEllen took to Instagram after the split, posting, quote, "I need a new husband." With a laughing emoji and a heart. Girl, really? You just dumped you. And now you're back in the dating pool like, well, guess that didn't work out. Who do you think is going to want to... No commentary. Anyone else up for this challenge? Go find her on Instagram. She's got tons of followers, too. So good luck finding someone who's not as complicated as yourself. Now, in case you didn't know, SueEllen's been making waves for a while, not just for marrying herself, but for her spot-on Mariah Carey impersonation. She's been raking in cash during the Christmas season, apparently making around $18,000, impersonating the fantasy singer. Which, by the way, is hilarious because when you impersonate Mariah Carey, you basically work 1 month a year. Just imagine her out there like, all I want for Christmas is to divorce myself. Yeah, I don't sing. Whatever. SueEllen's journey didn't start with the self-marriage thing, though. She began her transition at age 23 and got her big break in 2019 when people started telling her she looked just like Mariah Carey. And hey, if you're gonna look like someone, it might as well be Mariah, right? But now, after a whirlwind marriage to herself, she's back on the market. I guess the lesson here is even if you marry yourself, there's no guarantee of a happily ever after. Self-love, man, it's complicated. So there you have it, a tale of love lost in Mariah Carey impersonations. SueEllen Carey can't make it work with herself. What hope do the rest of us have? But don't worry, folks. We've got more weird, wild, and what the Kentucky Fried Funk stories coming up next time right here on the Six Sad Society. So stick around, come back, follow, like, subscribe. We love you all, and we'll see you next time. I'm on my way to Oktoberfest in Deutschland. I shouldn't be telling you guys that because now you can find me. I've been hiding in my country bunker, and now I've just exposed myself. By the time I put this out, because I didn't put a show out last week, I will already be gone. So you missed me. Thanks for listening. Peace.